get straight to the point. I've heard Stephen A. Smith through his years being a reporter and an analysis, First Take, and the list goes on, even in his own show, talking about the Knicks repeatedly, yearly, you know what I'm saying? Not on a consistent basis like a real fan. This man spends more time talking about others. I'm not even going to mention his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. First, he criticized them to a point where we thought, hey, Stephen A. Smith does not like this dude at all. To where now, since the New York was able to get past, you know what I'm saying, the first round, second round, third round, the Eastern Conference Finals, and now the NBA Finals. Now he's a real fan. Now you are legitimately a fantastic, lovable, enjoyable New York Knicks fanatic. Cut the bullshit, Stephen A. Smith. Because I remember, just like you do with the Dallas Cowboys, you always had that mentality about New York. But you ain't want to say it because it'll obliviate your takes and every other, report that you has said about the New York Knicks and past years. But now that the New York Knicks now are in the NBA Finals, now you're saying that they're going to win. Now, all of a sudden, you this diehard fan that we've never seen you be when it comes to the New York Knicks. And it's so surprising to me that you now want to report and glorify yourself into being this New York Knicks fan that we know that you ain't. You know what, Stephen A. Smith? I remember at one point, you used to defend the black community. You used to stand up for us. You used to go all out. Never expected for you to be a drifter. Never expected for you to go on the other side and disrespect now brothers more than ever. Kwame Brown made that perfectly clear, and he showed it, and he exposed you, and many others like Dream Sport have exposed you for that. But that's another video. I just wanted to throw that out there. Now, you want to go ahead and jump on the New York Knicks wagon. Now you want to go ahead and establish yourself as a certified fan of the New York Knicks. I want everybody to go back 10 to 12 years, maybe more, and see how much that Stephen A. Smith talked about the Knicks, referred to the Knicks, was a real fan of the Knicks, respected the Knicks, went all out for the Knicks like a real die-hard fan to a Knicks. Let me tell you something. Spike Lee is a real die-hard New York Knicks fan. Y'all remember them days with Reggie Miller and all that shit? Y'all remember them days when Michael Jordan and Spike Lee, Scottie Pippen, Spike Lee and all that? That's a real die-hard New York Knicks fan. And many others besides Stephen A. Smith that really represented for the New York Knicks, really went through it with the New York Knicks, even when the New York Knicks weren't even playoff contenders, when their seasons were horrible, even with Patrick Ewing and John Starks and Anthony Mason and Chris Childs, if I'm not mistaken, that's his name, and so many others were playing with the New York Knicks. I didn't never see Stephen A. Smith stand up for New York. I didn't never see Stephen A. Smith glorifying New York. Stephen A. Smith, if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Because I like to get proven wrong if I know that I'm wrong in something. But now, all of a sudden, you're this New York Knicks fucking do or die fanatic. Oh my God, it is blasphemous. The fuck out of here, man. You're a drifter, just like Max Kellerman. And we're seeing little by little how you're drifting and how you exposing yourself, like Kwame Brown says, to an extent to where your words are not believable. Everything that comes out of your mouth is bullshit. And the fake apology to Kwame Brown. Oh my God. Oh, that's another video though. Oh, Lord have mercy. You can't take this dude serious, just like you can't take Shannon Sharp, Jay Williams, and Max Kellerman serious no more. Max Kellerman was one of those that you could take seriously because he was an actual real analysis. He ain't let nobody bullshit him. But guess what? He turned out to be in where? The Clutch Sports pockets. But that's another video, and I've done plenty of it, of Max Kellerman. I do not like Max Kellerman no more. No, the fuck I don't. And guess what? Stephen A. Smith is in that same Grifter side. He's in that same fucking category, on that list, on that laboratory. They both fit perfectly together after drifting so much, and now they want to go ahead, Mr. Stephen A. Smith. Oh, I'm a real New York fan. Man, I'm a diehard New York fan. I'm a real fanatic of fandom of the New York franchise. Stephen A. Smith, prove me wrong. Please show me clips of you glorifying New York. When in reality, you really wanted to talk about New York like you always do with the Dallas Cowboys. You always obliviate and disrespect and fucking embarrass the Dallas Cowboys. At one point, that's how I felt that you thought about New York. Let's be realistic here. When has the word came out about the New York Knicks being... Oh, you know what? Let me shut up. You always talked about them. I'll give you that. But you wasn't this fan of New York like you are now. This fake fan, this fake fucking fandom of a fanatic with joy and fucking, embracing them and acknowledging them as being your favorite fucking team. Let's be realistic here, Stephen A. Smith. You're a fucking joke. As you can see, I don't change my narrative to who my favorite team was. And it will always be the Chicago Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Jordan turned that franchise into a dynasty. Yeah, Kobe Bryant with the Lakers, Magic Johnson, Kareem, you know what I'm saying? And you have others that turn their fucking organization into dynasties. And still to this day, they don't change their narrative and who their favorite team is. Golden State Warrior fans, they drift. They go from, okay, this is my favorite team now. Oh, fuck the Golden State Warriors. They ain't no fucking good no more. Fuck them all. Fuck Stephen Curry. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. And then when they win, oh, yeah, I've always been a fan of the Golden State Warriors. Man, they're drifters just like you, Stephen A. Smith. That is blasphemous. Yo, I'm telling you, these broadcasters today are fucking a joke. They are not disciplined or respectable enough to call it out for what it is. They just drift. They're all over the place. They confuse themselves into believing something that they never could relate to or even have respect for, into even saying and what they mean. So instead, they drift. And Stephen A. Smith is a product of it. He's a main suspect on it. He is the type that if it benefits him, that's the direction he will take. That's the path he will take. If it doesn't, he'll take the other side. Yep, just like he does in his political takes. And everybody in the political side hates this motherfucker. They hate this dude. They don't like him for shit. And Dream Sport exposes that more than anybody else when it comes to YouTube. So congratulations, a big up to Dream Sports. Please, y'all go into his channel and subscribe to him. Because the man be talking the truth. And for all y'all motherfuckers that don't like us speaking the truth about this dude right here and LeBron James and others, y'all can go ahead and kiss our ass. We don't need your comments. We don't need your takes. We don't need y'all to lie. We know what's going on. And Stephen A. Smith is one that loves to lie now more than ever before. This man has made a dramatic change because of his $100 million deal with ESPN, with Mr. Mickey Mouse, that now he feels he's untouchable. He feels that nobody can come close to him. Yeah, he feels like he has mob ties. I'm going to call him the Black Drake. And knowing he ain't going to do a damn thing. Y'all seen this little videos, training with a trainer in boxing. The man can't even fight. My niece fights better than him. My niece won't knock his ass out. That's how embarrassing this dude is in fighting. I remember at one point how we would defend this dude. How we actually showed respect because he kept it 100. He let nobody, maneuver the pole. But now, shit me. It's sad to see what Stephen A. Smith has become. But I want to thank Kwame Brown, I want to thank Dream Sports, and I want to thank everybody that has exposed this fucking fraudulent piece of shit, this drifter, to what he is today. And you say that you a real fanatic of the New York Knicks? One thing is talking about them. One thing is, you taking in heat and talking about the New York Knicks and saying that you was a fan or still a fan, whatever the case may be. But it's another thing that you never glorified and fucking was a do or die heart fan of the New York Knicks. Never. You will talk about everybody else more on what you do about New York. Let's just call it for what it is. You ain't Spike Lee, homie. You is not Spike Lee. That's a real diehard New York Knicks fan. And now you want people? We can sign with people into thinking that you've always been this fan to New York? Oh, Stephen A. Smith, give up. Just let it go. You're trying to become somebody that you're not. That's why you ain't got no friends no more. That's why people are drifting away from you. That's why people don't even see you as a great person or a good person or a great Samaritan. They don't see you as none of that no more. They see you as this drifter that keeps drifting more and more. It's like you're going to the farther left, then coming straight to the right and staying on that path. I don't believe shit Stephen A. Smith said. I don't believe he's a real New York Knicks fan. I fucking don't believe it. He only says that shit so it can benefit him and it can benefit his fucking channel and it can benefit ESPN because that's what Stephen A. Smith is. A fucking fake ass analysis journalist, fucking drifter that don't know when to come into realization. In comparison to him having to come back to his senses. But instead, like I said, he drifts. He just goes in another direction and doesn't realize it. Grow the fuck up. You seen this man for years threatening Kwame Brown. Now threatening Jalen Brown, I think it is. I think that's his name, if I'm not mistaken. And so many others. Like he's a mob boss or something. Like he got it like that. Like he could get away with a crime if he does it. That nothing's gonna happen to him. Like, yeah, motherfucker, kneel down and kiss the pinky ring because I'm Stephen A. Smith. Fuck you. Fuck you, you piece of shit. I was raised in New York, motherfucker. And also raised in New Jersey. And guess who I always stand up for? New York. Fighting with Michael Jordan, Reggie Miller, Scottie Pippen, and so many others. Mr. Spike Lee. Yeah, motherfucker. That is blasphemous. Exactly my point. But this is the ending of the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Because this dude ain't no New York fan. He ain't. And if he is, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And I'll make a video saying, Stephen A. Smith, you was right. You're a real fan. But until then, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe nothing that comes out of your mouth now. You have destroyed the respect that we have for you. And Kwame Brown and Mr. Dream Sport has perfectly been the YouTubers that have definitely called you out and exposed you. Too Raw for TV, Uncommon, Franchise Sports, myself, and so many others. But I want to give a shout out to the Real Siberians. Want to give a shout out to Angry Old Hoops. Want to give a shout out to my boy Eddie TV. Want to give a shout out to my boy Ring Culture. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for y'all support and y'all love. I appreciate that. And want to just thank all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. Yeah, I only got 1,097 subscribers. But you know what? It means more to have real subscribers than to have fake ass subscribers. You understand what I'm saying? So big ups to my number ones and big ups to everybody that has subscribed to my channel. It really means a lot to me, man. Y'all really don't know how much it really does to me, but thank y'all so much. But guess what, Stephen A. Smith? We are going to keep on exposing fraudulent, fake-ass people like you. Yes, we are. But y'all go ahead and leave y'all comments down below, and we'll go from there. Peace, y'all.